Now, as much as seeing Devil today would be hilarious and would give us another rank up, that's not as much a higher priority at this point. The thing is, I just realized that I think the Academics Rank 4 deadline is coming up somewhat soon, so I'd really like to focus on Academics a little bit, and we can do that today at the arcade. Now, speaking of deadlines, I should actually point something out. The Max Charm deadline is actually coming up quite soon. It's very shortly after the Yakushima trip. So if you haven't maxed Charm by now, you might want to really get onto it, and in fact now it may be a little bit too late because you can't work on Charm while you're in Yakushima. So, yeah, just to point that out, Max Charm deadline coming soon. But on Fridays and Saturdays, if you check the Crane game, yep, there it is, the Jack Frost doll. Let's sink a ton of cash into this stupid rigged machine. And hear that really annoying sound over and over and over again. Yep, pretty accurate to real-life Crane games. And we need 3 of these. Ah! Yeah, remember how I said that request is always annoying? I actually thought it was worse, though. I thought you only got 1 chance to do this every night, and it used up time. That is clearly not true, but wow, this Crane is not being Gary Stu's friend tonight. How much are we spending here? There we go. I lost count, but we probably spent quite a lot of money. Can we keep going? We can keep going, so I could try and win all 3 Jack Frost dolls now, if I wanted. You know what? I may as well go ahead and do this. So, I'll just cut to when I've got 3. My head. I've gone insane. The Crane has driven me insane. That's 3 Jack Frost dolls. My thumb hurts. My thumb hurts so much. And that, yeah. So, look at the difference between yen. That's how much it took. So, with that though, we now have 3 Jack Frost dolls. Joy. I can finally put this stupid request to bed. 3. There we go. Adorable character. Who is actually a ridiculous bonus boss in one of the Digital Devil Saga games and has decided to kill you in that game for no apparent reason, which has led me to believe that that Jack Frost is a personification of Atlas themselves. But anyway, I do have space left in my requests, right? I always like to have 1 request slot open. Finally! I have no idea what Umugi Water even does, so I guess I'll see. There we go. This took a long time. You better appreciate this. Yeah, okay, that would have actually been possibly even worse. Anyway, I'll have to check what Umugi Water even is. Did that unlock anything else? It doesn't look like it did. No, that was it. Okay. Now let's leave and never speak of this again. That is one of the more annoying requests in the game, in my opinion, but I'm so glad that I thought it was much, much worse. I'm so glad that it wasn't what I thought it was. Let me just check for a second. Do I still have them? Because she said she actually wanted them. Like, 1 to keep and 1 to trade and stuff, but she usually doesn't... Oh, she actually did take them this time! That's actually pretty... that's a nice touch, actually. So yeah, we did all that work and we don't even get to keep the Jack Frost dolls. Anyway, let's play the quiz game. And spend about as much as we sunk into the Crane game. Ah, I hate those Jack Frost dolls. Oh, hey, and the thing we ordered, it's taken almost a week for this to come. Thanks to exams. But we have max safety shoes. And 3 super diet food. Which are basically placebos, but anyway. Let's go and study. I really hope we get an academics rank up soon. If we get tired here, it's no big loss, because we're not going to be able to study or go to Tartarus for a few days. Yeah, getting tired. Oh well. It doesn't really matter at this point. Because, yes, look at all that red. We're going to be off school for a while. Which is actually kind of a bad thing for social links, because most of them can only take place while school is available. And Michael is not available on holidays. But anyway, let me just check out what those max safety shoes are. They're basically standard shoes, but they don't have any effect. That's actually pretty good, though. I may as well equip those. They're better than the mechanical getter. And you know what? Oh, I need to check that super diet food. I think that's a recovery item, but it's more just a joke item. Oh, it moderately restores an ally's HP. That's interesting. I haven't actually had that before. Unreader water's pretty useful, though. And having that homunculus is also good. Where is the diet food, anyway? Oh, here we go, yeah. Actually, no, wait, it's not there. There it is. And I wanted to show the description of this for a while. Smells so bad, your appetite disappears. So, yeah, again, placebo effect. And super diet food is actually, the complete opposite, and would probably do the exact opposite of what it's supposed to do. Thanks, Tanaka, you are obviously a great person. And we're going to spend more money on you. Because today, they have something that's actually quite good. Yeah, of course. Nage's Mark. That actually sounds pretty useful. Unfortunately, it comes with 10 super diet food. For only almost 40,000 yen. Almost as much as you scammed us out of. So now you're scamming us out of even more. Again, Tanaka is a great person. But Mage's Mark might actually be quite useful. We're not going to be able to get that for a little while. Anyway, I just want to see if there's anyone else in the dorm today. Because soon we're going to be shutting ourselves in our room and not doing anything for the day and night. Because it's, yeah, it is Hermit time. No one's here at all. I guess everyone's busy getting ready for the trip. But anyway... Wait a minute. No Featherman are! My life is ruined! Why? Why you do this? No! Curse you, Neo Featherman! Anyway. Yes, we interrupt this, regularly scheduled show for an eclipse report. Probably a good idea to tell kids, hey, don't look directly at an eclipse, it's not going to be good. So, we have Naga, and in fact, if you want to save before heading to Yakushima, you probably want to go downstairs and do that now, because yeah, once we do Hermit, we're not going to be able to save, and we'll skip to the next day, which will immediately take us to Yakushima. So, let's go. And don't accidentally press study. I've actually done that several times. Mostly on practice runs, but I may have done that once on an actual recording, and that was really annoying. Study, unfortunately, is right at the top of the list. Huh, I guess she's here alone. She hasn't realized Gary Stu is here. Huh. You do realize Gary Stu is right here, right? Oh. Ah. And considering most of the male teachers there are jerks, that does make sense. So, what's he like? Ah. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh, I don't think Gary Stu needs to be jealous. If only she knew. So, I should point out, in case you're wondering, this does not count as a romantic social link. It will not trigger jealousy in any of the other romances. It is pretty much, not a romance at all. For the purposes of other social links, basically. It's reached level 8 already. Well, we've actually started this a long time ago, but definitely progressing. And she finally says it. Yep, Gary Stu's charm is so perfect that even the teachers fall for him. Everyone will fall for him. Everyone. No one is safe. So, well, Gary Stu's definitely going to be on a high going into Yakushima. He's like, I just scored an older waifu. But yeah, I find it funny they feel the need to mention just exactly how many days and nights it lasts for. But yeah, the next 4 days are all going to be pure plot events. Let's get ready to go.
Awesome! There it is! Yakushima!
And no one else shares his enthusiasm. And of course, having Shima in its name, if you know Japanese, you'll know that it's an island. So we basically have a resort island all to ourselves. We haven't heard this music for a while.
Wow! It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous.
Yeah.
Welcome back, milady. And you must be her schoolmates, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo Vacation Home. Please follow me.
So yeah, here's where having a rich school friend really pays off.
Is this the right place?
Yukari, her family practically owns the entire city that we're in. Of course it's the right place.
Dude, real life maids.
Yeah.
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely confirms it.
Shame the one really awesome maid of hers isn't here. Wait, who's that? It's the most awesome looking guy ever.
It's good to see you.
Pretty sure we know who that is.
Was that?
So yeah, let me just take a moment to say that that guy looks awesome.
Her father?
Dude, talk about scary. He's not gonna make us walk the plank, is he?
Don't be stupid.
We won't be here long, but make yourself at home.
Make ourselves at home here? And I just realized Garysu's probably thinking, if I make Mitsuru my waifu, I'll have this place all the time.
Sweet. This is gonna rock.
Might be hard bringing other girls to cheat on them here, though.
Hey, you wanna go to the beach? It's right there. Dude, this place rules. Come on, let's go.
What, already? I mean, sure, but let me get changed first.
And at that, Garysu gets even more excited.
Then I'll see you there. I'm not gonna waste a single minute.
It's beach time! I guess we have earned some R&R.
Got my sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe.
And that giant flotation ring for some reason.
Yep, summer's here.
Darn, there's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
Of course, his priorities are the same. And I'd like to draw your attention to the fact that Akihiko is the only one of the three who's wearing a shirt. This is hilariously ironic if you know about Persona 4 Arena.
You must be joking. We come all the way to the beach and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that? You got a better idea?
I dread to think what his better idea is, but okay then. Let's see.
Damn right I do. It's summertime at the beach. I've got the perfect activity.
What?
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takaba. As you can see, she's chosen a bold design, quite unexpected.
And as you can see, Junpei has chosen to be thrown in the ocean soon.
It takes a lot of confidence to pull off a swimsuit like that.
Is that umbrella taken?
Well, it's probably going to be used to hit Junpei very soon, so you might want to get under it now.
Next up is contestant number 2, Fuka Yamagishi. Wow, Fuka, I had no idea you were so... I mean, you should wear a swimsuit more often.
Huh?
Oh, come on. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Stop that creepy laugh, you perv.
I'm sure Gary Stu is creepy laughing constantly at this point.
And here's our final contestant.
And this is the one you should be most worried about. You do know what she does to people who get on her bad side, right?
Is something wrong?
I do have to say that looks pretty amazing, though.
Wow. Mitsuru-senpai, you're beautiful.
Yeah, your skin is flawless. Did you already put on sunscreen?
Is it weird that the first thing that comes into my head is that she should be wearing sunscreen all the time because she's weak to fire?
No, not yet.
Akihiko's confused.
So, which one's your type?
Now, this is kind of interesting. If this was Persona 4, what you answered here would affect social link points with these people. Here, though, this is just purely you can answer whatever you want. For story reasons, I want to say Yukari, but personally I go with Mitsuru. But, like I said, story reasons, I'm going to go for Yukari here.
Aha! Just as I thought.
I'm pretty sure he says the same thing for anyone.
Man, this is great. I'm in heaven.
I don't think everyone else shares your sentiment here.
How about a swim? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Charge!
Last time everyone charged in like that, 2 of them got moodoed. But looks like everyone's swimming. Huh. Well, that's creepy. Well, whatever it was, Junpei scared it away. So, this is actually kind of interesting. We can walk around the beach area. There's no music, which is kind of odd. There's not all that much that we can... Well, there's pretty much nothing we can do here except talk to everyone. But if you talk to Akihiko, you actually get the opportunity to save. Now, seeing the opportunity to save here, if you haven't played this game before, you might get a bit worried about this, because that is very suspicious they give you the ability to save. But actually, you don't need to worry. There actually is not going to be any battle coming up here. The save is just for convenience, really. Really, all we can do here is talk to everyone. I guess it would make sense that she'd come here a lot when she was younger. And, of course, they're already in a splashing fight. Well, thankfully, Yukari's doing a pretty good job of keeping him at bay. Anyway, doesn't seem to be many other people here, but there is this pier. And why does this island seem oddly familiar to me for some reason? It must have been from some other game that's technically in the future of here. But anyway, we can't go there, but you might want to bear in mind that area for now. But pretty much all we can do at this point is just head back. We've done everything we can on the beach now. But we can go ahead and save if we want to. So yeah, let's head back. It feels almost like you've missed something if you do this, but you really haven't. That's all we can do here. In the evening, though...
It's been a while. I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
Yep, that is indeed her father. And, yeah, he is just incredibly awesome.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it so long?
Yeah, well, seems like word travels pretty quickly.
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again. None of the blame is yours.
Yeah, that's all on her insane grandfather.
But
2 in harmony surpasses 1 in perfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group.
Now that's interesting. The Nanjo group refers to a family from Persona 1 and 2 that one of that game's party members was part of. Except it was known as the Trinity Trust or something like that in the butchered original localization, because Kei Nanjo became Nate's Trinity because America!
You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
Have you secretly been talking to Igor?
yes, Father.
You accessed our database, didn't you?
Wow, word travels really fast. How did you figure that out?
That's another thing. Why didn't you ask me directly instead of using this trip as an excuse?
I'm sorry.
Bring them here. All of them. I had no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Hey, we didn't need to hack into the system at all. That's amazing.
There's a girl named Takaba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Father?
Normally I say we'll find out what that means later, but in fact, we're going to find out right now.
From what I understand, Mitsuru has already given you the short version.
Wait, there was a longer version? That doesn't bode well at all.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame. If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Now, I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power was a time manipulation device.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur.
Gary Stewart's listening.
With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Still listening intently.
Damn, that's insane.
However, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal.
So let's just take a moment to appreciate that messing with time and making a device that could alter the future to your liking was this project before it went horribly wrong. That really says something.
In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. Now that I think about it, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that.
Or the fact that he was trying to create a time machine to change the future to his liking. That's always the sign of being completely insane and evil.
It's only natural that you want to know the truth. And it's my duty to tell you.
What's this?
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
I pray that this recording reaches safe hands.
That voice does sound familiar.
That voice!
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea, and this experiment should have never even been conceived. I'm afraid what I've done will result in an unprecedented disaster. But if I hadn't, the entire world may have paid the price.
The entire world?
Please, listen carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. To end this nightmare, you must eliminate all of them. I am to blame for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success. And so I didn't raise any objections. It is all my fault.
Dad?
It all makes sense now.
You mean... that was...
Father.
His name was Eiichiro Takaba. He was the head researcher at the time, a very talented man. But we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
Yeah, definitely all makes sense now.
I can't believe it.
So, that means... my dad caused it all?
He just said that he doesn't blame him. It was Mitsuru's grandfather. It was all the others who pushed him to do it. He was really just an underling of theirs who didn't fully understand what was going on and only realized it too late.
The Dark Hour, Tartarus, the people who died in that incident?
it was all his fault?
You okay?
So that's why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takiba,
I don't want your pity! Shouldn't someone go after her?
Will you go?
Of course it's him. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Gary Stu's not going to pass up an opportunity like this.
I believed in him for so long. This is too much. Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little? You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times. Yeah. But all this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault. I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong. I received a letter back in the spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though it said to my family, it was pretty much all about me. That only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared, but I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But it turns out, all of that was for nothing. You're just trying to make me feel better. Why does reality have to be so harsh? I tried so hard to fight my fear, and this is what I get. Maybe I'm just jealous of Mitsuru Senpai. I mean, why my father and not hers? I'm a horrible person, aren't I? Huh. Well, you're just Mr. Perfect. Nothing ever phases you. And now you've got the nerve to try and tell me how to feel? You think you know me? You don't know anything. I'm sorry. My head's a mess. I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm totally lost. Tell me, what should I do? You mean, keep believing? You know, you really are one of a kind. I'm sorry for acting like this. You've lost your parents too. But I'm all right now. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right? Ooh, you're such a gentleman. Thanks.
It'll all make sense in a moment, trust me.
Yeesh. What's taking you so long? Everybody's waiting.
You just had to come in now, didn't you?
It's almost the dark hour, so you should get back.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Did I miss something?
Oh yeah.
I almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
And that's relevant why?
Well, duh.
You know, I've been thinking lately. Once you awaken to the power of Persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. It's like trading away your innocence. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see.
It's almost like the entire thing is a metaphor. Oh, wait.
So, I guess I'm stuck with you guys, huh?
Yep. Now that that's settled, let's get back.
Stu desperately hopes that it wasn't Chihiro. In all seriousness, I really love that scene. That's why I didn't talk over it at all until the end. That is just maybe one of my favourite scenes in the game, actually.